Scorpio, welcome to your November readings. I am thrilled to be doing these readings. They are absolutely blowing me away, I've got to say, really blowing me away. So my lovely Scorpios, let's find out what is happening for you in November. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Oh, I think you have two from this pack. It is so lovely to be connecting with you all, beautiful souls. Let's find out about November for you. We have this. And there is your other card. Okay. Dedication to achieve. You have Capricorn energy coming in, focused results. Day-to-day reality, your goals. We have your willpower, Aries. Do it your way. Gosh, your desires. Something resulting from the honesty and strength of. You have success and knowledge. Okay. Or knowledge and success, whichever way around we put them. But how amazing. Knowledge and success. I almost want to say, my beautiful Scorpios, set a goal and believe. You've got self-worth and impatience, and then believe that you can actually do it. Now, I think you're going to have to persevere with something here. Now, this is the energy. I very much read with energy. That's very much where I'm at with my readings. And then we apply that energy to the different circumstances that are taking place in our lives. Lovely Scorpios, I think you can potentially achieve something and reach success. It's possible that you don't believe that you can. I think some of you, maybe deep within you, you have a limiting belief, or you're impatient to see success, and when it doesn't happen quickly enough. Aries energy can be very impatient as well. It's like if it's not happening quickly enough, you're like, nope, it's never going to happen, it's not going to work. I think that there is something else you have to learn with knowledge, and we've got a book here, an open book. I think there is something else. There's something that is important to you that you are, I guess, manifesting. There's something that you feel impatient about, like it hasn't happened yet. And I think in November it can happen. However, you need to learn something or gain some knowledge in order to achieve that success. Now, this is looking like quite a multi-layered reading. Let's draw your tarot cards before I say any more, because I'm kind of getting lots of different messages coming through here. You know, it may be for some of you that something comes to light that helps you to overcome a limiting belief. Something is seen. Maybe somebody even talks to you about something openly. Let's find out. Let's get more information. Seeing this, definitely that one, and that one. I think those two, and that one just there as well. Okay, there may be some more, we'll see. The High Priestess, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, the Tower, and lastly, we have the Three of Pentacles. I think we can get these all in to one lovely row for you. Yes, perfect. A perfect fit. Okay, lovely Scorpios. I think there's been something you've been dreaming of moving forwards. If any of you are, if this is about love, which it could be for some of you, not all, but it could be for some, then you possibly have been having a wobble. So let's use love as an example of the energy, and then we will think about it in other contexts as well. But let's say you're in a relationship and you're having a wobble about it. You just feel like it hasn't moved forwards. You're impatient. You know, you thought that this relationship would blossom and it would flourish, but it hasn't. I think something comes to light. You're shown something or something is revealed. I think your initial response to it is almost to turn it inwards. It's like turning your impatience inwards and feeling like if it isn't working, then it must be me. You know, maybe I'm not good enough. And this same energy could be applying to a project or something else in your world. There's something you're trying to grow. And I think because it hasn't been moving forwards, you've tended to turn it inwards. And I think give yourself quite a hard time over it, really. A lot of soul searching I'm seeing here. In reality, what you're reading is suggesting is that there's an opportunity to overcome your impatience on this. It's like there is a double layer. And this is very true of the energy of November. If any of you have followed my sort of moon energy updates on my other channel, my main YouTube channel, the weekly channel, this is where I put I do my all zodiac sign readings, but the other channel where I post readings pretty much daily. When I did the moon update, if you followed that energy, there's very much a double layer of energy that comes through into November. And the double layer is kind of like, in a way, there is tons and tons and tons of possibility. However, there's also a lower level of kind of like a lower level energetic where there's stuff beneath the surface that maybe is being shown to us. Or things that we haven't really acknowledged or identified before, or stuff that could even grate a little bit or press your buttons. But there's a lower level of energy that is being shown to us in order to create the breakthroughs. And you have the Tower, the breakthrough moment. For you, my lovely Scorpios, I feel that there will be something happening that's connecting to some element of your own self-belief, your self-worth, your self-value, your belief in your sense of entitlement. And it's almost as though there's possibility of something that you really, really want and love right in front of you, but almost as if your feelings, your low self-esteem or some doubts or just, we can all travel there within our mind, some negative thinking kind of gets in the way. It's like it's in the way, and yet with the High Priestess, it would suggest, although I suppose the High Priestess may actually be letting us know that this is part of, yes it is, that this is also part of this, the purpose of the being in touch with a lower level or a more unconscious level of feeling. It's like going into therapy. It's the most positive thing in the world. Even if you are looking at some challenging feelings or difficult feelings, the purpose is to overcome them, to move through and beyond them. We don't... I remember when I was working really full time in my therapy practice, and somebody said to me, I don't know how you do what you do, listening to all that negativity. I couldn't do what you do. And I thought that actually my job is the most positive job in the world. It doesn't matter what I'm listening to, how challenging, how traumatic it's been. That person has walked through my door because they intend to do something about this. They intend to move it forwards, to change something. Even if stuff has been done to them that was really awful or out of their control, they are now choosing to take charge, to empower themselves. So it's a most positive thing anyway. And if you have a look here in this card, we have some runes, some runic symbols. What we have is Manaz, the rune of the self. We have Lagos, the rune of flow. We have what looks like Perth just here. Perth is the rune of initiation. And also we have Joy, Wunjo, the rune of joy. So I feel these are really important and really relevant to your reading, because it's like you could almost miss these, look. You could miss those signs. And yet very specifically, these runic symbols have been chosen for this card. It's like you could misinterpret stuff that feels like it's pressing your buttons as being, this isn't meant to be, when in fact, not only is it meant to be, but it is meant to reveal a more unconscious layer of stuff, or to press a button consciously so that you can remove it, to bring it to consciousness, to bring it to light. And that's what I feel like. I think there is a goal that you can meet. And I think November brings you the energy and the circumstances, the support, the love, the guidance to overcome a layer, an underlying layer of energy that would previously have been holding you back. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like this is going to build your trust in yourself so that when something doesn't quite happen quickly enough, it doesn't mean, or there's a delay or an interruption, it doesn't mean you have to that it's wrong for you, that it's not working, or you're not good enough. It just means you have to persevere. There'll be something that you can maybe course correct or tweak or rise and step up into. Really understanding yourself, believing in yourself. So I don't think November is without challenge for you, lovely Scorpio, in that I think something at a more unconscious level is raised, but the magic is the higher vibrational energy that comes in through November or through the current moon month that is really opening the doorway, absolutely opening the doorway for you to overcome this. Look at our card here. Following the Nine of Swords, we have the Four of Swords. She has retreated. She meditates, and she has a tattoo on her arm of another rune. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that will... See if I can focus the camera for you. Yeah, can you see it's fertility? It's the rune of fertility. Fabulous, Ingas. This is absolutely amazing. So you have the rune of fertility. So this is all about, let's really focus on our cards down there. So you can, this month is about you overcoming something that's held you back from achieving success. And I think you literally can move to success. It's a turning point. It's a real turning point. It's like, could even be an absolute moment of self-realization. It's like, wow, I never saw it that way before. Or, wow, that's unbelievable. Or, wow, I don't have to defend. I can be an open book. Or somebody teaches you something, or you pick up a book and open it and it gives you just the message you need. Something clicks into place for you. And it's a real revelation. It's quite life-changing. And I think it helps to understand, or helps you maybe to understand that your impatience, your perception of, like getting impatient, your perception is going to shift. So instead of feeling like something isn't working, you recognize it is working. You're just being given some extra information, and it's really, really helpful to you. It's really helpful. Wow. You then have the Three of Pentacles. This is a turning point. This beautiful tapestry is being woven. I think you can almost like rewrite some aspect of your story, actually, my lovely Scorpios. Now, beautiful souls, I'm going to be doing extended readings. They are over on Patreon or in the YouTube members area. I'll put those links below. I should also say, if you really are interested in learning to read the cards, particularly, at a really, what I would call almost professional level, if you want to read, even if just for yourself, you want to learn to read at depth, my tarot course, it came through in reading, my tarot course is half price for the month of November. It's, and there's a page of information all about it. I'll put the link to that below. But it is... it's a very, very in-depth course. It's very different to anything else that's out there. It really, really is. So do check it out if that's something that appeals to you. Now, beautiful souls, I think in the extendeds, I think I'm going to ask about kind of not just about what you're overcoming, but I really, really, really want to focus on what's coming because you overcome this. I'd like to almost be able to shift our perspective away from the unconscious layer. We'll look at what's coming to you. We'll look at the card of knowledge. What is this really telling us? How does this arrive? This is a reading that is, out here to meet to reach many. So, but we'll look at the potentials. What is the knowledge card? How might something arrive? Because we don't want to miss a sign. We wouldn't want you to miss a sign that was shown to you. This is like in the background. It's quite subtle, and yet it brings fertility. The runes are really speaking to me in your reading. So I think that we will really dive into how this arrives. I don't want to dwell too much in what you're overcoming, although if the reading takes us there, then that's what we'll do. But what I really want to do is to shift your focus towards what is possible for you. And with the belief and the entitlement of having that's what I really want to focus on in your extendeds. So if that's the areas that are of interest to you, then do please join me for the extendeds. As I said, they are in Patreon, on my Patreon, on that platform, and also on the YouTube members area. I'll put the links to both of those below. Beautiful souls, I think this is a really big turning point for you. It really, really is, and it holds so much potential. I'm thrilled for you. This reading almost embodies the kind of current energy astrologically that humanity is being upgraded, and this is what's being embodied here. It's quite remarkable. So beautiful souls, you are the embodiment of humanity's upgrade. Isn't that magnificent? I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon, either one of the other zodiac sign readings here on the Moon Magic Monthly Tarot channel, or one of the readings I post pretty much every day, either a short or a pick a card reading on my Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel, or indeed for the extendeds. Scorpio, tons of love.